Hello everybody, my name is Julian Zapata Beltran and I will be your instructor for philosophical issues this semester of fall 2025. The first thing and the most important is I need to ask you to take the course entry quiz right now. This is not a content quiz. It is not going, you don't need to read things. It is just something that we do to establish some common ground, common rule for the class, and to record your participation in the class. If you don't take this quiz, it's as if you had never been a student in the class. And on August the 27th, which is the census date, you are going to be dropped from the class. So before anything else, please take the course entry quiz. Now, today I'm going to give you 5 things that you need to know to familiarize yourself with philosophical issues. Some very basic things. So we start with a good foot and we have good ideas about what's going on. The first thing is, what is this class about? Philosophy comes from the Greek word philosophia, which is philos, and philos, which is friend or lover, and Sophia, which is wisdom. So it is the friend, the lover, the person that is really looking for more knowledge, for more wisdom. So this is the rational, abstract, methodical consideration of reality as a whole, or fundamental dimensions of human experience and existence. So this is just a lot of buzzwords, but about a study that is just the questioning of the most fundamental ideas in reality. So what are those big questions that we always ask? Questions about life, death, love, about being, about humanity, about our ideas of right or wrong. Those questions that are below the questions that we do about how to do stuff, how to ride a bike, how to assemble furniture. There are some things that are more fundamental than that. And those are the questions that philosophy usually takes. So philosophy is the history, as an academic study, is the history of all of those questions and all of the attempts that we have made as historically as human beings to try to answer those questions. So this reflection requires questioning, and this is the point in which we have to ask ourselves, what are we able to question? What are we able to challenge about the knowledge that we have about reality? So can we challenge the idea of what is real, what is right, what is true, what is an expression of freedom, what is just, who am I? Those fundamental questions, when you say people, yeah, that's kind of too philosophical. These are the questions that we are going to try to ponder and read about authors that have made attempts to answer those questions. The topics or sections that we are going to have this semester are these 4. The first one, what is philosophy? What is the value of philosophy? How do we do philosophy? Then we are going to move on to philosophy of religion, asking, are reason and faith equivalent? What is the connection between those two? And can we prove the existence of God? What are the different rational or empirical ideas that we can use to prove the existence of God? We are going to have a section on epistemology. What can we know? What should we doubt? Is it right to believe without evidence? Those questions about knowledge. Epistemology is a theory of knowledge. What are those things that we can know? And finally, a theory of justice. What is just, or how can we distribute wealth in a society for it to be fair? There are tons of questions right now about what is the proper way to develop the state and to distribute wealth, and what is the main philosophy that has to be behind administration. So that is a section in which we are going to ponder some of those. The second question, or the second thing for you to know, is what should I do to pass this class? So first, you need to know that we don't have a book. All of the resources that we need for this class are going to be readings and videos that are going to be available on Canvas. There's no need of any kind of book. Please familiarize yourself with the Canvas site. Right after you have taken the course entry quiz, you can scroll and just check all the modules and all the instructions so you know more about this. Usually the modules have a general structure, so you're going to have an introduction, some resources, which are the readings and the videos, then some instructions about how to complete your assignments, and then the assignments that you need to take to get the grade that you are looking for. these are the kinds of assignments that we are going to have. So we are going to have video posts, which are the usual discussion board posts that we do. But instead of writing, we are going to try to have a more vocal participation. So we are going to open our cameras, open our microphones, and answer some questions after we did our readings. We are going to have quizzes that are worth 25%, writing assignments in which we are going to try to synthesize some of the concepts of those sections that we spoke about, where we are making connections between authors and between concepts. There we are going to answer some questions in the writing assignments. We are going to do concept maps that are going to help us organize those ideas in a better way, in a more visual way, that is going to be worth 15%. The midterm and the final worth 10% and 15% respectively. So how to study successfully? The first thing and the most important, we need to read. We need to do a lot of highlighting, underlining. If you print your readings, it's good that you have interactions, that you mark what are the things that you don't understand, what are the things that are important, and of course take notes on the things that you are extracting from those readings. It might take a little bit more of time, but trust me, this is going to be a significant difference, and it is going to significantly impact in a positive way your grade. You need to keep track of multi-points. What are the page, the authors, the topics, the words that you don't understand? Try to circle, try to put like question marks in your readings. So these are more specific ideas that we can discuss whenever we have contact. It's not unusual that students send me an email or call me to my office or come to my office and ask me, hey, I have questions about this reading. Yeah, sure. What part? What concept? Like, yeah, things. So if you tell me, hey, I have these, there's this word in this paragraph, in this page, I have no idea what that means. So the more concrete that you are, the more that you keep track of those multi-points, the better for the communications that we might have. Please keep in mind the assignment instructions. Every single module has instructions for those assignments that I just spoke about. It is going to contain the rubrics that we are going to use to grade those assignments. So the more you know about this, the more that you can be successful in your submissions. Read carefully the assignment prompts. Philosophy is has a significant involvement in accuracy. So if I'm asking you what day is today, and you just say, well, it's a day of the week. I really, my question was a bit more specific. So be careful about what are the issues that each writing prompt is requesting, so you have better answers to give. Do your best to manage your time properly. When it comes to reading and to complete different assignments, it is important that you have a clear view of your week and in what parts of your week you're going to do your readings, you're going to do your assignments, you're going to have the possibility to contact your instructor. If you do all of those things on Saturday afternoon, you are cornering yourself without more chances to have better possibilities. And of course, ask questions, ask for assistance. I'm here to help. I am paid to help you. So if you have problems in any of those steps, in the readings, in the assignments, in the tests, or even if you are having issues with time management, don't hesitate to contact me. It is my job to try to make these as successful as possible. I am on your side. I am on your team. And the more that you give me possibilities to help you, the better results that you might get. At the bottom of your syllabus, you can click on the right bar on Canvas. There's going to be a link called Simple Syllabus. You scroll all the way down and you are going to have this chart that has all the dates, all the topics, all the reading assignments, and the graded assignments. It is very important that you print this, that you keep this with you, so you have a better understanding of what is going on in the class and you have less surprises. Third thing that we need to know, what about AI? Well, AI has exploded in the last couple of years, and the use of that in academic settings is also exploding. So I want you to be aware of two different possibilities. The first one is when you are using AI to edit or make adjustments on work that is done by you. You are the one that is doing things. AI is just helping you polish some things, adjust some things, but you are in full control and full knowledge of those things. This is kind of a matter of style, not a matter of content. I need to say something in this point. You don't need to sound smart. This is not a class about sounding smart. This is a class about understanding fundamental things that are important for us to discuss. If we don't understand them, then we can talk with the instructor and we can improve that understanding. But just doing things to make them sound smart is not going to be very successful. Now, the second scenario is when you are using AI to do the work for you, not engaging with the material, not understanding, not trying to understanding, just putting an AI to be in charge of the content. This is definitely something that is not just unethical, it is going against the general objectives of a class. In education, the idea is that you need to understand, and an AI doing your work and doing your job is not going to help you understand. So the first thing is that in education, we have learning objectives. Our point is that you can understand stuff. If you are not working actively on that, then it is very unlikely that you are going to have good results. We have studied these topics seriously, and the misuse of AI will lead to significant point deductions. We have studied that. We have studied that with the previous semesters and how students have attempted that. And we have developed a system in which if you don't engage with the material, you're not going to have enough points to pass the class. So let's make this tool, let's use this tool in a proper way, and let's use it in a way that is not going to affect your learning objectives and your possibility to grow as a student. The fourth point, what is the point of all of this? These all sounds like deep and complicated. So what is the issue about this? And I want to use the words of Simone Weil, a French philosopher and political activist, who said, the intelligence can only be led by desire. For there to be desire, there must be pleasure and joy in the work. The intelligence only grows and bears fruits in joy. Philosophy, as any other thing that we study, is only going to be fruitful through curiosity. Do you really have like burning questions about the nature of the existence of God, or the things that we have an opinion about? You know, those discussions like, yeah, that's just your opinion, but it's not a fact. So what is a fact? What is an opinion? Can I just say things, blurt out things without having any support? Can I be absolutely sure about things as I say that I am? Or when people say it is just unfair, society should not be that, like that discussion between conservatives and liberals, like if you have burning questions about all of those things, there are interesting, very interesting conversations that we can have about that. And it is not just going to be conversations between you and the author. We have spaces for all of us to be able to discuss things and have better looks on what the world is. So if curiosity is the point that is driving us, I am sure that we are going to find a lot of fruitful discussions and a lot of fruitful results. And of course, a very good grade, because curious people always get very good grades. Now, point 5, how can I reach my instructor? That guy that is telling me that he's going to help me throughout the semester. So again, my name is Julian Zapata Beltran. You can find me in the Horace Sist building, office 616M. My number 910-678-8302. You can leave a message if you call outside of office hours. You can send me an email to beltranj@faytechcc.edu. My office hours are Monday to Friday by appointment. You can come to the office. We can talk over the phone. We can have virtual office hours. I really want to have the opportunity to talk to you about these things and to help you succeed in the class. All of the resources have been designed and have been developed so you enjoy this class as much as you can. and we have the possibility to make of you a better student. So all of your academic and personal objectives are going to be more achievable. I'm looking forward to see all of your work during this semester, to see how you grow and how you improve and how you discuss and question a lot of the things that we have to talk about in this class. Don't hesitate to contact me if there's anything I can do to help. Other than that, have a beautiful semester. Thank you for your work, and we'll see you soon.